Hello everybody, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's take a walk to see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Samuel Adams. This is their Double Agent IPL, not an IPA. And what that is, IPA is India Pale Ale. This is an India Pale Lager. So they've hopped up a lager here. So it ought to be fairly tasty. What do you think about that? Being a hophead, I like a hoppy lager. So let's give you the commercial description on this one. Commercial description: brewing innovation is about asking what if. What if we gave an IPA a new identity and used some of our favorite West Coast hops with their grapefruit, piney, and tropical fruit character in a lager? The result is this boldly hoppy and flavorful brew with the crisp smoothness of a lager. Cheers. The malt in this says it uses Sam Adams 2-row pale malt, blend, and Munich malt. And the hop varieties is Zeus, Simcoe, Citra, Anthem, Cascade, Centennial, and Nelson Sauvignon hops. So, sounds right tasty. What do you think, guys? Let's get on with this one here. And it has... The date is for re-refrigeration for the month notched. The month notched is December. So this is best by December 2013. And this bottle is sweating profusely. It's right out of the fridge. The description here says, brewed by the Boston Beer Company. Of course, they're out of Massachusetts. It's an American pale lager coming in at 5% ABV. It says the availability is year-round, so they must be doing this one all year long, which that's a good thing. I'll be honest with you guys, I bought a 6-pack of this, and I've already drank them all but this one, so I had to finally save one to do the review. I'm not going to tell you whether I liked it or didn't like it, but if you can tell, if I've already drank all 5 of them, and this is the only one left, that pretty much tells the story on this. The food pairings for this beer cuisine is your barbecue and your Italian. The cheeses are your earthy Camembert Fontina. The meat is pork, poultry, fish, and shellfish. Glassware is a Pilsner glass or Pokal. This is my lager glass / Pilsner glass, guys. And being a 5% hoppy beer, even though it is a lager, it's not recommended for extended cellaring. So if you see these, go ahead and pick them up if you're a hophead like I am, and even if you're not, if you're a lager fan and you like hoppy beers, this may be it. But just be aware, this is a hop-forward lager. So, I don't think there's anything else we need to discuss on this one, so without further ado, let's get the cap off this bad boy and see what it's all about. I am a big fan of the West Coast style hoppy beers, guys. I can smell it from here already. I can smell it from here. Alright, over into the light. It is a rich amber color. Not dark amber, but it is darker than this traditional golden macro lager color. A little deeper color on this one than this macros have got. A lot of bubbles streaming up. On that pour we got a good finger of head. Let's get a nose on it, see what we got. Nice creamy white head on this one. Not very many big bubbles at all. Definitely has a super hop forward presence. I'm smelling the Simcoe. I mean, it's got a rich grapefruity. It's almost like it's got either grapefruit juice or orange juice in it. It's so tropical. Tropical fruit, mango. It has a breadiness to it, so you're smelling the lager characteristics of it too. But the grassy graininess is hid fairly well in the smell. Big hop presence, man. Wonderful nose on this beer, guys. Wow, and with that many different hops in it too, it's got to be good. What do you think? Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Now in the taste, there is a big hop presence in it, but you do get the lager characteristics. It's got some bready, biscuity malt in there, but I am getting a little bit of the grassiness in the taste that I wasn't getting in the smell. Very, very tasty beer. Probably one of the tastier lagers that I've had. The ultimate lawnmower beer, if you will. Especially if you're a hophead like I am. Yes. Very tasty beer. Guys, I've told you this before. Sam Adams, the Boston Lager, was the beer that got me into craft beers many years ago. Wow. A nice hop presence. I've got a nice bitterness to it, but it's balanced with the malt. Wonderful beer, guys. Definitely worth picking up. If whether you're a hop head or a hop fan like I am, or even a lager fan. But just be aware, if you don't like the bitterness and the hoppiness of the IPAs, this may not be your cup of tea. It's definitely my cup of tea, though. Probably, like I said, one of the better lagers that I've had this year. Yeah. Wow. Grapefruit, oranges, mangoes, pears, apples. Very tropical. Very nice. Nice piney presence to this beer. I like it. I like it a lot. If you're going to hand me a lager, hand me this one. Guys, it's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. You know the deal. We'll let her taste it. Come back and we'll do the final chug on this one. Looks pretty impressive to me, guys. Stick around, see what this one gets. Alright guys, I'm back. Look at the lacing on that glass. That's awesome. All the way down. It's got the big suppy ring all the way down the glass. So probably would be on the top 10 list of hoppy lagers as far as I'm concerned. Very tasty beer. 5%, fairly sessionable. No alcohol taste whatsoever. Nothing but pine and grapefruit and I'll get mango and apples and pears and oranges. Very, very tropical, fruity. There's a little breadiness in there. It's a lager, by the way, and the nose is fairly sweet. Very tasty. Let's do the final chug here, guys. Very, very tasty beer, guys. I could see me buying another 6-pack of this, believe it or not. Even though I'm not a lager guy, it's very tasty. It's very light. It's not lighter than an ale would be. A lot of the ales are a little on the heavier side, but they're full-bodied and more taste usually. So this is very tasty, guys. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to give it to 9 out of 10. I think it's that good. Even though I'm not a lager guy, I think this is definitely worth picking up if you want something a little lighter than an ale. Fairly sessionable too. Got a lot of taste. So it's a good deal. I liked it. Let's go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says it is 85, which is in their very good range. And Beer Advocate says, no, we've already done that. Let's go to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 94 overall and 97 in the style. So pretty damn good numbers there too. So they were impressed with it, and I'm fairly impressed. Enough where I would probably buy another 6-pack of this. So it's that good, guys. If you've had this beer, give me some comments back on this one, whether you liked it and didn't like it. I liked it. So fairly tasty beer, a nice summer, hop-forward, refreshing beer if you're out cutting the grass. So top 10 on the lager list, the hoppy lagers, and probably top 5 on the lawnmower beer. Probably number 2 even. Not very many lagers are hoppy like this. It's a nice change, a nice style change there. So I liked it. Give me some comments back if you've had it. As always, make comments, subscribe, and go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. That's what we do. See you then.